So that's the first car, the Toyota Celica TA41. Is it 41? 40 or 41? Let's see. It's a 41. Yeah, it should be a 41 because I don't know whether you can see it. It's there. Because square lights. This is a 41. It's a late model. That leads me to the second car, TA40. Yeah. For those of you who are mechanically savvy, you would have seen what is wrong or what is interesting with this car. Why is there an intercooler down there? Let's talk about this second car. This is the second car that I bought. It's also a Toyota Celica, and it's a rather interesting one. I got this Celica from Kuching as well, and this is part of a buy one free one deal from the seller. Basically, he was playing with this car. For whatever reason, he stopped playing with it. The car was left in the workshop for many years, to be honest. Many years it was left there. I think it was, if I'm not mistaken, I checked with my spotters in Kuching, and they told me that they have seen this car for at least 3 years in the workshop. So it was freshly painted some 3+4 years ago, but it was left there, and then it was left in a rough shape. So the paint kind of cracked off, and you know, water gets into the filler, and then you have a lot of surface rusting. Now, body wise, this car is actually not too bad. Despite all the surface rusting that you see, there is not a lot of actually there is no cancerous rust that has developed. Now, I haven't stripped the paint off yet, but those areas that are bubbling up, I've looked at them. There might be some cancer, but it is not widespread. So this is solvable from a body perspective, and the bottom is pretty clean. All right, so it's not like rusted through or, you know, in horrible shape or anything. So yeah, the body wise is okay, but the car is, because it's left out there, there was a lot of surface rusting. It is a little bit rough. The interior as well. I think when you leave a car like this in this kind of state, I don't know why, dust just accumulates, and yeah, it's just in a rough state, man. So this is a buy one free one deal. This car comes with currently it has a 1G twin turbo engine producing, if I'm not mistaken, 200 horses. So it's a 2-liter inline 6 1G. It's basically from a, if I'm not mistaken, a Mark II Supra. It's basically an inline 6 2-liter, rare for inline 6 to be 2-liter, and this is inline 6 2-liter twin turbo producing 200 horses. So it is quite substantial, because we are talking about cars that originally running give or take about 100 to 110. So we're talking about 100% increase in horsepower production output in this vehicle right here. Manual. So he was playing with this car, and there was a lot of parts that he needs. A few things was missing, so he needed the parts, and he was sourcing the parts like the rear lights and the fuel tank. I think the fuel tank was rusted through already. That's why he was looking for a replacement fuel tank. He was, if I'm not mistaken, a few other things he was looking for, and he found another car. And this car says, why don't you just take the whole car? And that's why that would be the third car. So now you know I bought 3 Celicas and 1 mystery car that you have not seen. Why did I buy 3 Celicas? Well, well, luck has it that I bought 2 actually. It is a deal that I can't say no to, and because of it being a 1 buy 1 free 1, so now I ended up with 3 Celicas, and all 3 of them has a grant, are able to transfer name. So it's, if I am lucky enough and hardworking enough to put them all back into working condition, it's a potential jackpot for me. Potential, but we don't know yet how bad the situation is. We are not very clear as to how severe the damage is. But this car, according to my mechanic, the engine cracked. It doesn't have a fuel tank now, so we can't get it started. But the engine cracked yesterday. They managed to get it to crank. That means it is not jammed, and that is good news. I'll take that good news. But other than that, the seats all needs cleaning. It's not in great condition, you know. I also found out that this panel, I've removed this panel as well, right here. I removed this panel covering the gear lever. I removed it because I was removing all the panels to see whether I can repair them, and this panel I found out is not from an original Celica, so I'm 1 center console panel down, which I will either have to fabricate or I have to buy a replacement. But this panel is, this panel right here is from the Celica. Alright, so, and this is in okay shape. I just need to clean it up and give it a good polish. That's all. It is in okay shape. I just need to, you know, polish it up. So I'm missing this right here. So 1 piece of panel is missing. This dashboard has been leather wrapped, but there are some very poor work done to the windscreen. You can see some glue that was not applied properly. So I have to find ways to cover them. Either replace it or cover it. Yeah. Every unit of this rear view mirror is broken. In every unit of Celica that we look at, this is broken. So there's nothing much I can do. The head lining is an odd one. I don't know why it's in a clown color. It's blue, red and blue. I don't like it really. I really, really don't like it. And the rear seat as well. It's in a clown color. But that I think is original. The door card I think is original. So I am still deciding what to do with it. Do I take this and put it in the red one because it matches? What do you think? It's blue. Yeah. It matches with the red color one. I may just take this out and replace it there. What do you think? We shall see. Okay, now anyway, we got an engine cranked and the car is mechanically possible to rescue. Okay, but it will take a bit of money to get it back on the road. But 200 horses inline 6 Celica is actually an engine from the Celica Supra. So we shall see, man. Stay tuned. We shall see what is the damage that it takes me to put this car back on the road. Hopefully the ECU is not burnt. It's sitting right beside me. And the muffler as well. Oh man, why? Oh my goodness, I think I'm going to sell this off. I can't stand mufflers like this. Well, that is the second car that I bought, right? Alright, this is the third car that I purchased. Well, I technically didn't purchase this. This is a buy one free one vehicle. Wow, it's in a rough shape. You've seen it. It's in a horribly rough shape. The car was used as a donor. The car was used as for cannibalizing for parts, and I will continue to cannibalize parts from this car to that two cars over there in order to make them more complete and easier to handle. By the time I'm finished, this car will be missing a lot of stuff. So yeah, this car is from the same guy. As I said just now, he bought this car just for parts actually. I don't know whether I can rescue this car within a reasonable... Now, of course, any car can be rescued. I've seen cars that are worse than this rescued and put on the road again. But this one, I don't know whether it is worth my time, because from the looks of it, it's easily gonna cost me at least 12 to 15k just to put the body back into shape. I have removed a few things myself. Before I talk about the things that I removed, this car is running on a 1G as well. It's a 1G, which is a 2 liter inline 6, but this is not a twin turbo. This is a supercharger. I have no idea what car it came off. I will do some research and then I will put it on. Dashboard. It's in rough shape. The seats are broken. The dashboard is well, it's not great. Some trim pieces are missing there. As you can see, the aircon vent. The steering is shot to pieces. Now the door card, I've removed it. Actually, I came here, I removed the door cards. I do not know whether I'll use it for which car. I'm concentrating on the other two cars first. So I most likely will take the blue one and put in the red car. And then I will take the black one, which is from this car, and put in the grey car. I've also removed this, as you can see, the center console, the two pieces of the center console here, this and that. It is in a slightly less cracked condition than the one in the red one, slightly less cracked, but it still needs repair. So both units, I'm going to repair them, which means that I will end up being one unit short after I'm finished, one set of center console short when I'm finished. We'll see what we do about that. This car is also missing a rear seat, which allows you to see the floors straight away. Now, good news is the rust is pretty contained. As you can see there, there's a hole there. When you look into the boot, there's a hole at the sides there. Yeah, but man, rough. Should I do a rat mod in this car? Maybe a rat mod, man. That would be interesting. Do a rat mod in this car. But of course, if I'm gonna rescue this car, all of this cancer must go. Yeah, you cannot have cancer like that. They have to be grinded away, and they have to be welded in with a new panel. Yeah, I don't know whether you see it. Yeah, right there. I've seen worse, to be honest. I've seen worse. I've been looking at a lot of 510s. Oh man, most of them are in much worse condition. I mean, they may be presentable, but once you look inside, man, it's scary looking, man. So yeah, let me just adjust this floor. Yeah. So yeah, I haven't decided whether I can rescue this car. It depends on financials and whether this car can command the value. Currently, at most, when you do it up very nicely, the car is going for 20 odd thousand. It's gonna take 12 to 15 for me to put this car back into condition. Now, if the mechanical parts are all still in good condition, then the only thing that was missing is trims and whatnot. So get the body done and slowly modify the trims instead of buying back. If I can buy back, great. If I can't, never mind. I'll just mod in and then treat this as a rat mod. But it's running a 1G supercharger, so it is producing 180 horses. Again, significant, man. This is a powerful car in every sense of the word, a very powerful car.